Collectors, happy Guy Fawkes Day, and welcome to the first episode of Thanos Loves Yuna. My name is Jamie, and behind the cam we have Vic VD. And just so you know, VD are his initials. That doesn't stand for venereal disease. Oh, come on, am I not supposed to say that? Are we really going to talk about this right now during filming?
You didn't have to explain that. People know what my initials are, for I am Victor Vaughn.
I told you when you chose that handle that people would get confused.
And I told you not to call the show Thanos Loves Yuna. You know that's sensitive to me.
I'm just going to call you Vic from now
So
on.
you're going to just ignore the whole Thanos Loves Yuna thing?
Okay. I tried to tell you before. I wasn't trying to insult you by choosing that name. Thanos Loves Yuna. We do comics, we do video games. It makes sense. Okay, Vic, let's just cut to the next scene. This show is about everything related to comic book and video game collecting. Everyone knows who Thanos is, and many of you will remember Yuna from Final Fantasy X. Both important characters in their respective mediums and two of our favorite characters overall. Vic and I have almost 40 years of video game and comic book collecting experience. Here we have our Collectors Consortium list. Like and subscribe, leave a comment telling us the year you started collecting, and we'll add you to the list. Getting your name on the list automatically enters you into our contests. Our first contest will take place at 100 subscribers and will be announced next episode. You know what, Vic? We're going to cover a lot of topics on this show. Grading, unboxing, hauls. We're even going to go to a few comic book and video game shows. But what we won't spend a lot of time are movie reviews. However, since today is November 5th, Guy Fawkes Day, I thought we should mention one of the best. That is 2005's adaptation of Alan Moore's V for Vendetta. One of the greatest comic book movies ever, right? I give that show a 15 out of 15. 15 out of 15, right? It's been out for 15 years. I give it a point for every year it's been out. I watch it every single year religiously on November 5th, so I give it a 15 out of 15. That is the extent of our movie reviews on this show. If you want real movie reviews, stick to your nerdrotics and your doomcocks. That brings up a good question. Vic, are you and Doomcock related? But like I said, this is our very first episode and things are working a little bit differently than usual. I would normally be sitting at the desk behind me, talking about comic books and video games. You can see I've got some comics set up for next episode. But today I really just wanted to introduce the show to everybody. And also, I wanted to talk a little bit about the crew. We've got a really good crew here. They're helping me out film things and getting things set up. But what I wanted to talk about mostly is Vic. Vic behind the camera. He's looking at me right now. Vic's a really unique individual. I haven't known him for very long, and I wasn't expecting to get him on the crew. It kind of just came organically through another process. So today I want to give a little bit of history. A little Vic history. Let's call it a Vic history. I want to give you some Vic history with a bit of a story. So let's watch this.
Our story starts on a chilly fall day in Steveston Village, a small suburb of Richmond, British Columbia, with an advertisement seeking a tenant for a basement suite. The owners are painstakingly interviewing potential candidates, but little did they know that the next interview would change their lives forever.
Alright, thanks. We'll just check your references and we'll get back to you. Thank you. I've got some more references for you to check.
Okay.
And can you tell me who's next on the calendar?
It's Vic at 3:15.
Well, it's 3:15 right now.
Then, at precisely 3:15,
And you must be Vic. Oh, think we're going to take this one into the garage. So can you just head over to the garage door? I'll be right over there in a second and open up the garage door for you. We've got a little interview room set up there. Yeah, just right over there. Perfect. Yeah, I'll be there in 1 second. Thanks. Bye. Oh, this is going to be interesting.
And indeed, it was interesting.
Please, come in and take a seat.
I want to first thank you for wearing a mask. These are certainly dangerous times, but I think your metal mask should suffice, and besides, it looks like you've got the gloves covered. So feel free to take your mask off if you wish. So you're interested in the basement suite?
Yes. Is it still available?
Yes, it's still available. May I ask you about the costume?
What costume?
Well, never mind. This might take a bit. Can I get you something? Maybe a Dr. Pepper or some water?
Water is good.
Sure. Anything else?
No. Yes. I want it in a SpongeBob cup.
Anything else?
A long bamboo straw.
So why does Dr. Doom need a basement suite to stay in?
My girlfriend dumped me.
Oh, shoot. That's too bad. Sorry to hear that.
Doesn't matter. I'll win her back, for I am Victor Von Doom.
Oh, are you and her still talking?
Her stupid new boyfriend, Thanos, no longer has the power to win her heart. He stole my beloved Yuna, so I stole something from him.
Did that stone just flash? Anyway, are we talking about Thanos, like as in Thanos from Iron Man 55?
Yes! What a horrible comic! That's a pukey Bronze Age. Try first appearing in an early Fantastic Four. Much harder.
Do you mean Fantastic Four number 5, the first appearance of Dr. Doom?
Of course. One of the most sought-after books from that era.
So you just carry that around with you? Okay, anyway, coincidentally, I have a new show in mind that is all about comic book and video game collecting. So maybe you have some knowledge in comics?
I had to sell my higher grade copy, so now I only have this. But it's still better than Iron Man 55.
You're really an interesting person. To be honest, I'm just starting the show and need someone to help. Maybe we can work something out. You know, like, I don't know. At least until you figure things out with Yuna?
Yuna!
Right. That's an Asian name, right? Japanese or Korean? You know, I have a little experience with dating Asian women.
Spirian.
Spirian?
It's a place. Look it up.
And this conversation kept going on and on and on and on.
So let's get back to the show. I envision the show to be like a mix between a vlog and a sitcom. Like maybe we could call it a sit vlog or maybe just sit V. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. It's a mixture of video content posts about video games and comic collecting, but set in a fictional universe where comic and video game heroes are real.
I don't get it.
You know, like comic characters in comics that aren't real, but we will pretend they're real for the show.
So who are the comic characters?
Well, to be honest, I just need someone like you, someone that just carries around a graded copy of Fantastic Four #5 to help out with my show. Sort of an assistant to work on the sides, doing the filming and setting up.
Doom is not an assistant.
I'd let you live rent-free.
Doom accepts.
Well, we still have to go through the procedures, like checking your resume and your references, but if it's all clear, then I think we'll have a deal. Did you bring your resume with you?
So there you go, folks. A Vic history for you. Maybe a retelling of Doctor Doom's origin story. Hey, at least we can all agree it was better than that 2015 Fantastic Four movie, right?
Yeah, that movie really sucked.
That show was just horrible. Can we cut Vic's mic here?
Okay, we ready? Yeah, you got the mic. Oh yeah, so things are going to sound a little bit different now because I've got the mic on. I'll just give you a brief intro to the next episode. Netflix and Gamount, I'm not sure how to say their name properly, but they've teamed up to make a new animated television show about Usagi Yojimbo, or maybe it's about his distant relatives. I'm not clear on that, but we'll get to that in the next episode. So we'll be talking a lot about this Bronze Age Holy Grail, Albedo #2. That's the first appearance of Usagi Yojimbo. Now, this is not my copy, but we will be featuring it on this episode anyway. I've sent pictures of this to the guy that does cleaning and pressing in the area, so he's going to give his advice on whether or not it's worth cracking and opening up and resubmitting. And also we'll talk a little bit about that subscription prize that we talked about earlier on. Thank you for joining the very first episode of Thanos Loves Yuna.
You see, it's got a Batman sticker on it. And are these racing stripes?
Is it chocolate stain right there?
It smells like soy sauce.
Ew.
My resume. Experiences.
Are you sure about this guy?